Hold on to your tokes, folks, because things just got interesting between Canada and the US. Former President Donald Trump took aim at Canadian Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. Trump called out Poilievre for not being a true believer in the MAGA gospel. He even suggested Canada might as well become the 51st state. Now, you might be thinking, what's all the fuss about? It's just Trump being Trump, right? Well, yes and no. Yes, this is classic Trump, stirring the pot and relishing the chaos. But there's a deeper context here, one that goes beyond Trump's usual antics. This isn't just about two politicians trading barbs. It's about the future of the US-Canada relationship, a bond that's more important than most people realize. The timing of Trump's comments is particularly noteworthy. Canada is in the midst of a political shake-up. Justin Trudeau, after years at the helm, stepped down as Prime Minister. The Liberals are scrambling to find a replacement, with Mark Carney and Chrystia Freeland vying for the top job. Meanwhile, Poilievre's Conservatives are riding high in the polls. Trump, whether consciously or not, has injected himself into this volatile situation. His words carry weight even now, and that's what makes this whole exchange so fascinating. It's a microcosm of the larger forces at play in both countries, the rise of populism, the erosion of trust in institutions, and the deep-seated anxieties about the future. Poilievre, for his part, found himself in a delicate position. He couldn't be seen as kowtowing to Trump, not with an election looming. But he also couldn't afford to alienate the Conservative base, which includes its fair share of Trump admirers. So what did he do? He walked a tightrope, that's what. In a carefully worded response on X, formerly known as Twitter, Poilievre asserted his commitment to a Canada First agenda. He talked about the need for Canada to chart its own course, independent of its southern neighbour. But he also acknowledged the deep ties between the two countries, stressing the importance of the US-Canada alliance. This balancing act, while understandable, highlights the challenges facing Poilievre and the Conservative Party. How do you appeal to the Trumpian wing of the party without alienating moderate voters? How do you stand up for Canadian interests without jeopardizing the crucial relationship with the US? These are questions that Poilievre will have to answer, sooner rather than later. Now let's talk about Trump's side of the story. His comments about Poilievre were provocative but not unexpected. Trump often targets Trudeau and Canada. Remember the very dishonest and weak tweet? Classic Trump. But suggesting Canada as the 51st state, that's a window into his worldview, a worldview where the US reigns supreme. Of course, the idea is ludicrous. Canadians value their independence. Becoming another star on the American flag? Not appealing. But Trump knows that. He doesn't expect Canada to join. His comments are to provoke a reaction, and boy did he succeed. As if the Poilievre-Trump spat wasn't enough to digest, another even more consequential event unfolded that same day. Trump's explosive meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. This high-stakes encounter, centered around the contentious issue of sharing Ukraine's mineral resources, quickly overshadowed the Canadian drama. The meeting reportedly devolved into a shouting match, with Trump and Zelensky trading accusations and threats. The situation in Ukraine, already precarious, seemed to teeter on the brink. The eyes of the world, fixated on the unfolding drama, barely registered the Poilievre-Trump exchange. It was a stark reminder that in the grand scheme of geopolitical events, even a transatlantic war of words can be reduced to a mere footnote.